Welcome to The Coffee Grind with the Denton Chamber of Commerce, powered in part by Classic of Denton.
Hello. Happy 2019.
All right.
Good morning. My name is...
Good morrow.
Good morrow to you. My name is Travis Veselka. I'm the Director of Membership and Marketing for the Denton Chamber of Commerce. And with me is our my co-host. All kinds of flubs today.
It's been a few weeks. We got to get back into it. My name is Randi Skinner. I serve on the Chamber as a Board of Directors. And as a member, I represent Denton County Friends of the Family.
And you're watching the Chamber Coffee Grind, where we're recording live from the DentonRadio.com studio in the Discover Denton Welcome Center on the historic downtown square in Denton.
Where we never seem to be drinking coffee either. I feel like our name is really a sham. Maybe we need to have that conversation in 2019.
Let's have a little contest and see if anybody watching would like to submit new names, appropriate new names.
Yes, Jason, other than Randy or Travis and Randy in the morning, because we know that is we like that name too, but we want to still be chamber forward.
Indeed. So we'll think about that. 2019 is the year of change.
Oh no, I don't really like change.
We're here to keep you up to date with what's happening in the Denton business community, highlighting featured initiatives and events from the Chamber of Commerce. And today we're just going to be giving kind of a preview of
2019,
some things.
Kicking off the year.
For 2019. So let's start in just the beginning of the year.
Okay.
So I'm going to run down a couple of things that I know are coming up. And we'll just have some commentary.
Oh, okay. I'll be the commentary.
All right. So we're going to go through January's stuff.
Just kidding.
This is boring.
I don't
we're
know.
Go
I
through
just felt like it
January's
needed to happen. Like bring you down a notch for the morning. Okay. January
We'll
calendar.
go through January in just a minute.
Okay.
Okay. So in February, we have
We're
Denton.
skipping ahead.
We are going to skip ahead into 2019.
Okay.
So in February, we have Denton County Days. This is happening on the 19th and the 20th.
Tell people what Denton County Days what it is, because I think that some people maybe haven't heard of it before.
Right. So Denton County Days is a biennial event. So it only happens every other year. It matches up when the Texas legislature is in session.
And we're in the 86th legislature?
Gosh, you had to ask me
I'm pretty
the
sure
number.
it's 86.
Something like that.
Someone let us know.
Fact checker.
Fact checker, please.
We'll get it in post. And then there's, because there's no post. And then basically what happens is that people from Denton County, stakeholders for anything that has sort of a legislative nature or even tourism, anything that really has to do with Denton County, we'll take a trip down to Austin and we meet with the legislature, the legislators. So we have our own 6-person coalition of delegates that represent different parts of Denton County. So we have 6 representatives in Denton. And we then also will meet with the rest of the legislators at some point. So you get to kind of, shake hands, meet these folk. You end up hearing about them in newspapers and on the news for Texas. But it's a really rare opportunity. You get to kind of meet them in person. And we present them with informational packets about Denton County and kind of promote the resources that we have here and also in the North Texas area. So you've been to Denton County.
Yeah, I did.
Days.
I went, so I guess it would have been the year before last because no one was there last year.
Indeed, it wouldn't have happened. Yeah.
No. Yeah, I went. I got to be on, so Gary Henderson headed up the nonprofit kind of initiative, which is fitting.
United Way.
United Way Executive Director, among other people. And the kind of topic that we went and essentially it's like you're advocating, right, for a certain topic. It's advocacy. We went and we really talked to legislators about homelessness and some of the initiatives behind that. And I remember it was such a eye-opening experience to just kind of learn more about how things work behind the scenes. It's an opportunity for constituents to really come and give their opinion and feedback to legislators and their staff. We met a lot with staff and we have like set up meetings. So it was a really cool experience. And I wanted to go this year, but since there's the risk of having a baby while we're at Denton County Days, I think that was frowned upon by Aaron, my husband. He was like, Although an Austin baby,
That could be a cool baby.
Maybe be pretty cool. Keep on, you never know. But so I don't get to go this year. But whoever, if this is something you're interested in, what I would suggest is putting your name in the hat for the next time that Denton County Days happens, because they select people that can go and represent, and it's done through. I think there is an app. Is there an
There's
application?
a
Right, a registration. So there's a registration process, and it's through the chamber website, and then
it's live now. If you'd like to go register and join us.
Oh, is there still there? They may don't get your hopes up because they may already have it. The number of people set?
It's not yet.
Oh, it's not. Okay.
There's
so
room.
If you're interested in getting involved, and you may not know the answer to this, do you have to be a chamber member to be a part of Denton County Days?
No.
Okay.
But if you're in Denton County,
you have to be in Denton County. So if you are interested in learning more about it and getting more involved, go and fill out that registration page. Maybe if it works this year, great. If not, you can kind of be more in the know so that it's something you can learn more about for next year. It's a really cool opportunity. Lets you kind of know more about how the chamber on behalf of businesses interacts with state government.
Right.
Where, there's period.
Indeed. And then let's see, that's in February, so that's coming up if you'd like
really
to register.
Big deal. And I think we'll end up talking to Monica hopefully when they get back.
Yeah, we'll do
about
a recap.
Monica or someone from her team about Denton County Days.
Okay, and then in March we've got the Chamber's annual banquet, and this is going
to be a big deal.
It is kind of a big deal. We've got that as the transition point between program years and the fiscal years and things like that.
110 years of the Denton 110.
110.
110. Like that.
We'll make it a thing.
We'll
work on
it. Doesn't sound more cool when you say it that way. 110. Like let's just all. It's like
I think it sounds better.
We formed some sort of like gang. The 110 gang.
It's like business people.
They're brilliant here.
Oh gosh.
No, it's going to be so exciting. The annual banquet. So we are our Jill Jester is going to be our incoming board chair. And so she, along with our marketing committee at the chamber, are going to be putting together a pretty fantastic event.
Yeah.
And so we will be rolling out some more details. We've got a few surprises. We can't tell you anything, but we've got a few surprises that will hopefully make the banquet more fun and just be a really great celebration of all the hard work everybody in the community has done the past 110 years with the chamber.
We did a really good banquet last year that I think kind of set a new directional kind of tone for that event.
It was really fun.
And so we're happy to kind of expound on that.
Yeah, so
and
stay tuned.
Make it more fun.
What's the date of that?
Oh, it's going to be
I put you on the spot.
A Thursday
It's February
March.
Or sorry, March 21st?
Somewhere around
there. Or 23rd, whatever the Thursday is of that week.
I wish I had a calendar
in
front of me.
I didn't think about it either. I'm sorry.
Stop asking me specific dates.
I'm sorry.
So
we'll fix that in post.
Yes, that's happening in March. And then we'll, of course, when the elections start happening, we'll be having an elected officials reception that usually takes place in June.
And that's the lunch. We're doing it luncheon style. Oh, no, the reception, but then we're also going to do the luncheon.
That's true. Okay. So that we'll take one step back into April.
Okay,
so we have an April quarterly luncheon.
Yeah.
And that one we're going to be combining Leadership Denton's graduation and, I believe, a forum.
Yes.
Of the elected, I keep saying elected officials, of the municipal candidates for city government.
Previously was something that Chamber has always done this forum, but it's really only been for Chamber board members. And it's really cool. The Chamber executive board said, you know what, like we need to open this up to our community and to the business community. And so they heard you guys.
Yeah.
And now this luncheon is going to be just a regular ticketed luncheon. So you can go and register and it'll be a forum of all the candidates. And so I've always enjoyed going to that forum because it's kind of a little bit more intimate and has been smaller. But I think it's such a cool thing that the board has put together for chamber members and future members, because you can come to this luncheon even if you're not a member. So we're going to get to hear from the candidates and questions. It's moderated by typically one of the chamber board members, and questions come from members, and they curate these questions. So
we have a local relations local government relations committee that kind of puts together frames of reference for things like that. Oh, we got a fact checker. Yes, annual banquet is on Thursday, March 21st. Thank you.
Well, I did get it right then.
Yeah. Good on you.
Good on me.
Yes.
Okay, so we have the luncheon, and then...
And Leadership Denton graduation.
Leadership Denton graduation, and then after that, it's the...
It'll be in June. We have their... once they've been elected and, the runoffs and whatever needs to happen, we'll have the elected officials reception. And that includes just...
cocktails.
It does. But that not just, city council or anything. It's also, county elected officials, so commissioners and things like that, judges.
State reps are if they're able to come, but they typically, if they can't come, they send a representative,
a proxy of some kind. Yeah. So yes, any elected official that happened to be elected at that time frame, and then then we have the summer, of course, and then in August we typically will have our Denton ISD new employee reception.
Yeah, that's a fun one.
The students, and so if you're not familiar, Denton ISD is a very large school district, and they generally have several new hires every year. And it's in the hundreds. So it's a really good opportunity for, because they end up hiring people who are not necessarily just from here. I mean, it's a very attractive school district. So it's people who are moving here, they've relocated. And so it's a really good opportunity for certain businesses in town who want to reach newcomers to have this opportunity. So we have that new employee reception, and it's usually in the beginning of August. So keep your eye out for that. And it's kind of a booth fair, expo sort of setup with several tables in a row, and depending on your sponsorship level, you'll get better seating. But all of that sponsorship money is collected, and a chunk of that is then packaged up and handed over to the Public School Foundation.
Yes.
And they're handed out as new teacher grants. And so in a way,
cool.
The chamber gets to collect this money, and then we get to provide the money to the granting
And they
body.
do all sorts of cool stuff. Like they can set up some sort of project in their classroom. They can use it to help decorate their classroom or buy new equipment for their classroom. It's whatever they want.
Adding any kind of value to their,
Yeah, that's a fun one.
And then this year in September, we'll be having the legislative luncheon update from our Denton County Days excursion in February. So in September, we'll have the follow-up luncheon. So it's the end of the session. It's the end of the session, and the elected officials have left Austin at that point. They come back to their home county, and they get to come in and give us a report of basically what legislation has passed, didn't pass. What have they done as advocates of Denton County to kind of move this all forward.
It's awesome.
So we'll hear an update from them about that in September, and for the rest of the year,
we got lots of there's other things in the works, because we may or may not still have our casino night.
Right, we will definitely have the casino night.
Okay, so we'll have the casino night.
It's looking for a new home somewhere in the schedule.
Date to be determined.
Indeed, TBD.
And there's there'll be some other things, but that kind of those are only a few of the highlights from the program year that's already been planned out. And there's so many opportunities for you to get involved. If you have somebody that would be a potential speaker for one of our networking luncheons, please let us know. If you have someone that should come on the Chamber Coffee Grind as an expert in a topic, we would love to bring them on. So this is a really great time to really pour in your ideas and your feedback, and a great time if you're not a chamber member, but maybe you want to kind of learn more about it. Come on, we welcome new ideas and new people.
Absolutely.
And let's see what you could bring to the table to make 2019 a really great program year. I'm excited.
Me too.
You've done a really good job.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
So now January. Here's what you can do right now, because we've told you everything you can't do for months.
Yeah.
But here's what you can do right now. How can you get
involved? So
involved?
let's start with an event that's completely sold out.
Okay.
So
you can't do this one.
But I just want to let people know that, it is a monthly event, but we try to have somebody of interest or note be the guest speaker and provide good information. So starting off January, our business networking lunch on Friday, we have invited our new police chief, Frank Dixon, to come in and speak, and he'll give us kind of a state of the department, really, and then an overview, I think, of his first 100 days. Whatever the day count is at this point.
We should have him come on after he's been there 110 days.
for the
and
anniversary
have him do
number.
110,
110.
a 110 update. Maybe you could put that request in to him.
I'm gonna make it a new thing.
I think you should. Everything this year is
Everything's
110.
110. All right. So anyway, he will be speaking with us on Friday.
That's really exciting.
If you don't have the opportunity to, of course, can't make it to this one, we have another one we have one every month.
Every month.
So
then we have tons of ribbon cuttings throughout the year. And as a chamber member, this is a member perk. So when you join as a member, you get to do a ribbon cutting. It's an open house, y'all, essentially.
Yeah.
But we really do cut a ribbon. Or if there's some sort of milestone in your business, something you want to celebrate, maybe you open up a new location, or there's just something happening, a ribbon cutting is very fitting for that. So we have Generator Super Center doing their ribbon cutting on January 17th at 4 o'clock. They are located right off 35, and it sounds like it's their grand opening. So we are really excited to get to celebrate with them.
And they're a brand new chamber member.
So welcome to the chamber.
And then on January 24th, we have two events that are happening back to back. So it starts with a ribbon cutting at 5 Star Rental.
It's all one place.
It is. And
one-stop shop.
That'll be off Hartley Field Road, which is just next to the water park.
Right. It's not that far.
It's not that far, right? And that'll start around 4:30, and it's the prelude to the membership mixer, which is happening at 5. And so if you show up for the ribbon cutting, and we do that wonderful, and
it's
a
for
ribbon
5
cutting
Star?
for 5 Star
Okay.
Rental, and they have a new showroom and all these facilities and stuff they wanted to let everybody see.
So if you are planning any event this year, if it's a wedding, a birthday, a business meeting that you need some extra help, the showroom it's like perfect timing. You can come and see kind of everything 5 Star does at their ribbon cutting.
We use them a heck of a lot.
Yeah, we use them too. They help us with some of our events. They're great. Shout out.
And then, of course, they're going to be the host and sponsor of the membership mixer that's following.
Yay.
And Milpa will be catering.
Delicious. Thank you, George.
Yes, George is always a great supporter of the chamber. And if you didn't know this, he's been featured on, was it the Travel Channel?
Yeah, I believe so. A family-owned business.
Yes.
Yeah. That is so cool.
So
I love it.
He's helping to build the fame of Denton, which I love.
The fame through fajitas and margaritas. So then we have our Wink event. This will be the first Wink event of 2019. Correct?
Correct.
Okay. So Wink is our Women in Commerce initiative, and their whole theme this year has been about balance. So balancing work, professional and personal. And so everything kind of works around that. And so one of the newest things they've done is to have monthly events and gatherings for all of the Wink members or future members. And this one will be January 30th at 11:30 at Textopas. I love Textopas. So cute. So the way that this is set up is it starts at 11:30 with a little bit of networking. It's really laid back, but bring your business cards. And then at 12, there's an actual presentation. So we all sit down, we get to grab our yummy food from Textopas, and then there'll be a speaker and two speakers. They don't have them on here. Who are they?
I'm so sorry. I should have updated that for you.
No.
It's going to be Sarah Schroeder from Camp Gladiator.
Okay.
And I believe, if I get this wrong, I'll correct it later, but Ann Afflerbach from UNT, and she is a nutritionist.
Awesome.
Dietitian, nutritionist.
So health, wellness, balance of that.
From experts in the field. Yeah.
And I haven't heard the UNT speaker before.
Right.
But I'm sure she's fantastic. Yeah. But I have heard Sarah speak before.
Yes.
And it's definitely one you don't want to miss. She's very energetic, enthusiastic, and has a lot of fun to bring to the table.
She's a great presenter.
Yes, and so it will not be boring. That is guaranteed. And let's be honest, sometimes we go to these things and they're a little boring. This one's not going to be boring. No. It's going to be really fun. It's $20 to attend, but that includes your meal.
That's lunch,
so that includes your lunch. And then you have to register by the 25th. I would suggest registering before that. Like, go ahead and look at it.
Filling up.
Yes. And that applies for all of the events we have for this first quarter, guys and gals.
Yeah.
If you're thinking about going, register now, because the first quarter, I mean, come on, we all are like, we're going to do it big in 2019.
Resolutions,
and everybody is coming out. And so things are filling up a lot quicker. And I would hate for you to miss out on this momentum of you getting your calendar all beautified and coming to everything because you didn't register in time. So if you think you're going to be able to make it, go ahead and register.
Yes.
And just get it on your calendar. So that's January 30th. And
that takes us to the end of the month.
The end of that is all for January.
That is all for January.
It's a lot happening, a lot of opportunities.
Yes. Alrighty. And with all of that said.
Yep. That's all we got for 2019 kickoff. So go to denton-chamber.org to the events tab to see all of these events. It's where you can go to register.
Right. Correct.
Anything else? Is that
Did you want to talk about your upcoming event?
What? Oh, sure. So one of the community events coming up is an evening of raised awareness, and this will be on February 1st. It is open to the community. It's in honor of Black History Month, and we will have Dr. Renee Hornbuckle to talk about her experience as a victim of domestic violence. But it's really about awareness. Women in the African American community are actually 35% more likely to experience domestic violence and less likely to access resources. So we are really excited to have Dr. Hornbuckle come out, and we're excited to partner with Campus Theater, which is another chamber member. So definitely you can head on over to our to the chamber. Denton-chamber.org under community events to learn more, or go to the Denton County Friends of the Family website. Okay, Angelica says, Wink does not do boring.
Wink does not do boring.
No, they don't. Thank you, Angie.
Alrighty. Well, that's
a wrap.
Okay.
Well, welcome back to 2019.
Thank you. You too.
So we're on every Wednesday for this month. So we will see you guys next week.
That's it.
Well, thank you for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the show. Be sure to check out DentonRadio.com for new Denton artists and where they're playing next. While you're surfing the internet, make sure you check out our friends Classic of Denton at ClassicofDenton.com.